It's time for the 2015 Tiki and Tierney NFL Training Camp Two-A-Days as we visit all 32 NFL camps to preview the upcoming season. New England Patriots, 12-4, Super Bowl champions.
Russell Wilson extends the hands he has. Wilson, quick throw. And it's intercepted. Intercepted by Malcolm Butler. Butler has it at the one. Malcolm Butler stepped in front of the throw. No way. And the Patriots have possession with 20 seconds to go in Super Bowl 49 with a 4-point lead over the Seahawks.
It was quite the season for the Patriots, winning their 4th Super Bowl since 2001 in one of the most exhilarating games in NFL history. But the offseason has been marred in scandal and controversy surrounding Tom Brady and Deflategate as the league upheld its 4-game suspension for the future Hall of Fame quarterback.
I was wrong to put my faith in the league. Given the facts, evidence, and laws of science that underscore this entire situation, it is completely incomprehensible to me that the league continues to take steps to disparage one of its all-time great players. Tom Brady is a person of great integrity and is a great ambassador of the game, both on and off the field.
And head coach Bill Belichick will rely on second-year QB Jimmy Garoppolo to lead the defending champs.
We're all in the same boat. It doesn't make any difference what anybody did or didn't do, whether they're a 15-year veteran or whether this is their first season. We all are going to have to perform in 2015. And we all need the preparation to do that.
Can the Pats overcome the loss of Brady and 4 defensive starters to win a 5th title?
It's going to be an arduous task to go back-to-back, but if anybody can do it, it's certainly Belichick and the Pats. And let's find out how camp is going. Ben Volin, who covers the Pats, Boston Globe, and he's with us here, guest appearing on CBS Sports Radio. Join us on the Ring Central hotline for efficient, easy-to-use business communication solutions. Go to ringcentral.com. All right, Ben, how different does camp feel this summer?
Completely different. You have a bunch of injuries, so several players from last year's Super Bowl team aren't practicing that much right now. Guys like Dante Hightower, Brandon LaFell, Gerard Mayo, even more sitting out the game. Julian Edelman's been banged up. They're not letting Gronk participate much or at all in the preseason games. So it's a strange feel. It's just a bunch of backups, and it's not the familiar faces. Darrelle Revis is gone now. Vince Wilfork is gone. And then obviously there's this lawsuit looming over the team where they don't know if Tom Brady's going to sit out 4 games or 1 game or 0 games. So it's almost like camp is a secondary thing for the Patriots this year, and they're really just trying to get healthy and get ready for the regular season because right now we're just seeing a lot of new faces and a lot of guys who the Patriots hope that they don't really have to use this year.
Yeah, it's not worth rehashing the whole Deflategate drama and saga that's going on right now and is now currently in a court in New York. But how about Jimmy Garoppolo? You know, game 1, he didn't look that great. Game 2, he looked like he knew what he was doing and would be okay should he be called upon.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo has shown in 2 preseasons more than like Ryan Mallett ever did or Brian Hoyer. I mean, Garoppolo is showing at minimum that he kind of belongs in the NFL, and there's a spot for him here. Obviously, the second game against the Saints, you really had to like his decision-making. He was very decisive about where to go with the football and completed 28 of 33 passes. That's exactly what you want to see. That's the most important aspect of the Patriots offense. Take a loss, be willing to cut your losses and take the check down and keep the chains moving and the football moving. And for Garoppolo to go 28 of 33 is very good. One thing we haven't seen from him yet is pushing the ball down the field, though. Like 25 of his passes were within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, and he's not really pushing the ball downfield yet. So you'd like to see him take some bigger chances and get some more of those chunk yards, maybe in lieu of some completion percentage. But he looks pretty good. And again, you also have to consider that this is preseason. He's playing with 2s and 3s. No Rob Gronkowski, of course, playing against 2s and 3s. Against the Saints was just seeing pretty standard 4-man rush, not seeing a lot of the complicated things that the Jets and the Bills and these teams are going to be throwing at him this year. So Garoppolo, I think, has shown that he belongs, no question. But I'm not ready to get on the hype train yet either. I mean, if he has to play 4 games, Patriots are going to have to really protect him and game plan him to just kind of manage the game and win the game on turnovers and defense and field goals.
Yeah, Ben, you mentioned some of the other teams in the division. The AFC East has gotten a lot better. You didn't mention the Dolphins, but obviously Sue is there, and Ryan Tannehill is, of the other teams, certainly the most polished, and I guess he's pretty good. Unlike Geno in the Jet situation and Fitzpatrick and what the Bills are sorting through, I feel like for the first time in 15 years or so, you got to do a little more than just get off the bus and you have to compete to go 5-1 in the division or 6-0. With that being said, from a Patriots perspective, who do you think they think is their chief competition in this division entering the season?
It's interesting because even last year when the Patriots won the Super Bowl, the division teams gave them trouble. The Dolphins beat them pretty handily. The Bills gave them a game, and the Jets they lost. The Jets lost to the Patriots by 1 and 2 points last year. So these are good defenses that know the Patriots very well. They've played Belichick a bunch of times. Obviously, Rex Ryan moving up to Buffalo now. These three very tough defenses, no question about it. The Bills and their pass rush. The Dolphins, they got Sue. These are three defenses, might be the best collection of defenses in one division in the NFL. So they're going to play them tough, but none of them have quarterback situations that you can really show a ton of confidence in. Certainly, I agree with you. Tannehill's the best of the bunch. But let's see him have a winning season first, win 9 games. 23 and 25 through 3 seasons. And the Dolphins always seem to be coming up small in key moments down the stretch when they ultimately don't make the playoffs. The Bills and the Jets, their quarterback situation is an absolute mess, so I can't take these teams seriously. They might be able to compete with the Patriots when they play them head-to-head, but to be able to keep pace with them throughout the season and win 10, 11, 12 games like the Patriots all do, maybe the Dolphins might be able to contend, but I still see this as the Patriots division, even if Tom Brady has to serve the full 4-game suspension.
We only have about a minute left, but give me a quick overview of the defense, particularly the secondary. Obviously, Revis is gone, and there's going to be some challenges there. The front seven is still solid as it can be with Ninkovich and Chandler Jones and Mayo and Collins and those guys. But what about the secondary? Is it an area of concern? Certainly,
it's one of the big areas of concern. I think Belichick gets the benefit of the doubt. He chose to allow Revis and Brandon Browner, Kyle Arrington, those guys to walk. So clearly Belichick knows what he's doing. So if that's what he believes, then I think he gets the benefit of the doubt at this point. Malcolm Butler, the Super Bowl hero, is a guy that's really stepped up and emerged as the number 1 cornerback here in training camp. Just hyper competitive and unbelievable athleticism and coverage skills, and such a hard hitter too. Great in the run game, lays thumps on running backs. So Malcolm Butler's really emerged. And then for number 2, it's a hodgepodge. They've got a veteran, Terrell Brown, who used to play for the San Francisco 49ers when they were in the Super Bowl. Third-year guy, Logan Ryan. They signed Bradley Fletcher and Robert McClain as cheap 1-year free agents. They've got a mix of like B and C level veterans to kind of fill out the cornerback situation. It'll probably depend on health and who's got the hot hand. And then they have Devin McCourty, a free safety. He's still one of the best in the game at that position. As long as they have him patrolling deep center field, I think the Patriots will probably be able to get by with their secondary.
Going to be interesting. Ben Volin covers the Pats, Boston Globe. Appreciate it, Ben. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, you got it, man. But McCourty was working at